Cô quý Phật tử Việt Nam chúng ta tụng bài Bát Nhã và sau đó cúng dường. Cúng dường Nam Mô Thượng Trụ Thập Phương Phật. Nam Mô Thượng Trụ Thập Phương Pháp. Nam Mô Thượng Trụ Thập Phương Tăng. Nam Mô Thanh Tịnh Pháp Thân Tỳ Lô Giá Na Phật. Nam Mô Viên Mạng Bảo Thân Lô Sa Na Phật. Nam Mô Ơn Hóa Thân Thiên Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam Mô Cực Lạc Thế Giới A Di Đà Phật. Nam Mô Đương Lai Hạ Sanh Di Lạc Tôn Phật. Nam Mô Thập Phương Tam Thế Dương Thiên Chư Phật. Nam Mô Đại Trí Văn Thù Sư Lợi Bồ Tát. Nam Mô Đại Hạnh Vô Yên. Nam Mô Đại Bi Quán Thế Âm Bồ Tát. Nam Mô Đại Thế Chi Bồ Tát. Nam Mô Địa Tạng Vương Bồ Tát. Nam Mô Hộ Pháp Chư Tôn Bồ Tát. Nam Mô Già Lâm Thính Trung Bồ Tát. Nam Mô Lịch Đại Tổ Sư Bồ Tát. Nam Mô Giảm Trai Sư Già Bồ Tát. Lạng Chư Tôn Bồ Tát. Nam Mô Tâm Điện Minh Dương Bồ Tát. Nam Mô Đạo Tràng Hội Thượng Quảng Bồ Tát. Nam Mô Tăng Phật Đẳng Tăng Ra Vào Lôi Chi Đăng Tam Bạc Ra Tam Bạc Ra Hồng. Nam Mô Tăng Phật Đẳng Tăng Ra Vào Lôi Chi Đăng Tam Nam Mô Tăng Phật Đẳng Tăng Ra Lôi Chi Đăng Tam Bạc Ra Hồng. Nam Mô Tô Rô Bài Gia Đăng Tăng A Đại Gia Đăng Điện Tăng Tô Rô Văn Ra Tô Rô Văn Ra Tô Rô Ta Bài. Nam Mô Tô Rô Bài Gia Đăng Tăng A Đại Gia Đăng Điện Tăng Tô Rô Rô Ta Bài. Nam Mô Rô Bài Gia Đăng Tăng A Đại Gia Đăng Điện Tăng Tô Rô Văn Ra Tô Rô Văn Ra Tô Rô Ta Bài. Tự thực sắc tướng về tượng công ta vương vân trung phong cho yên tan a câu lâu đa vam tăng đi vô ya biển tiên ya mạng lên kinh tí ya đặng vô lượng ba la mật toàn đều lượng với công pháp âm tăng phạm vô tình vô đồng cung dường án nga năng tam ba vi như ra hồng án nga năng tam ba vi như ra hồng án nga năng tam ba vi nhân ra hồng mai hà ban nhã ba la mật đa tâm kinh quang tự tại bồ tát anh tâm ban nhã ba la mật đa thời Đồ nhân thể có anh ta tư sắc bất gì không bất gì sắc sắc tương thì không tương thì gia ta tư anh tức diệt vô như thì gia lời từ thì chư ba không tương bất sanh bất diệt bất có bất tịnh bất tân bất giảm thì có không trung vô sao vô thờ tượng anh tương Đạo thành đường vì chúng pháp vô dạy chơi này chỉ vô y thân giới vô minh diệt vô minh tầng này chỉ vô là tự nhiên vô là tự tạng vô khổ tam viên đa vô đi diệt vô đăng gì vô sở đăng cô hộ đề tác đội bát nhà ba la mật đa cô tâm vô ra la Ô đề ô tri bát nhà ba la mật đa thị đại thắng chu thị đại minh chu thị vô thượng chu thị vô đăng đăng chu đăng trừ nhân thị gọi nhân thị bằng ô thị bát nhà ba la mật đa chu tượng thị chu vi ích đế ba la Bồ đề ta bà yên đế ba la yên đế ba la ta yên đế bồ đề ta bà yên đế ba la yên đế ba la ta yên đế bồ đề ta bà nguyện tiêu tam chương trừ phiền nào đăng tri huệ chân minh liễu phổ nguyện tội chương tất tiêu trừ thế thế thường hành Bồ Tát đạo nguyện sanh Tây phương tịnh độ trung liên hoa vi vũ màu gai kiên vân ngộ vô sanh bất tội Bồ Tát quy bằng lữ nguyện gì thờ ở nhân thiên ngà đặng giữ chúng sanh giai công thành vật đạo. Nam mô ta bà giáo chủ Như Lai từ phụ điều ngữ bổn sư thích ca mâu ni Phật. Tác đại chứng minh phục nguyện thượng chúc Bồ đề vĩnh cố tri tánh thường minh bát nhã hóa khai đạo tâm bất thối hiền tiền đệ tử chúng đăng dĩ khẩu đồng âm phúng tùng. Đại thừa kinh chú xưng tán hồng danh nguyện hồi hướng cầu nguyện Corona đại dịch sớm tận trừ thế giới hòa bình chúng sanh an lạc. Canh kỳ cầu yên tấn tố đã danh vô màu thân thế phụ mẫu cảm hiện tại kỳ siêu chư hương linh vong linh tử nạn Covid-19 đó đây trên khắp thế giới thừa tư. Công đức lực lai đạo Phật tiền thịnh pháp văn kinh tốc xả mê đồ siêu sinh tịnh đồ. Phổ nguyện đàn na tín tư tăng ích phước điền pháp giới nhân tiên tề thành Phật ế đạo. Nam mô A Di Đà Phật. Nguyện đem công đức này hướng về cả đệ tử và chúng sanh đều trọn thành Phật đạo. A Di Đà Phật. Thank you very much.
Let me invite Venerable Hojian, who is doing a great service to the Buddhist community, looking after prisoners. He travels hundreds of miles, and he is looking after the patients in the hospitals. So he is going to chant in Zen.
Thank you, Kosala. Good morning, everyone. This is the Heart Sutra as chanted every day in the Japanese Zen temples. Makahanya haramita shinyo o kanji zaimbo sasugyo jin hanya haramita jishoken go ongai gudo isai gu yakushari shi shiki fuwi ku fuwi shiki shiki soku zeku ku soku ze shiki ju sogyo shiki yakubun yo ze shari shi ze shoho ku sofu shofu metsu fuku fujo fuzo fugen ze kuku ju mu shiki mu ju Sogyo shiki mugen ni mize shin ni mu shiki shoko misoku ho mugen kai nai shi mu vi shiki kai mu mu myo yaku mu mu myo jin nai shi mu ro shi yaku mu ro shi jin mu ku shu metsu do mu ji yaku mu toku i mu sho Toko bodai satta e hanya haramita ko shin mukege go mukufu onri isai tendo muso kugyo ne han sanze shobutsu e hanya haramita ko tokuwa nokutara samyaku zambodai gochi hanya Haramita zedai jinshu zedai myoshu zemu joshu zemu todoshu nojo isai kushin zetsu fuko kozetsu hanya haramita shu soku seishu watsu gyate gyate hara gyate haraso gyate Boji sovaka hanya shingyo Nego waku wa kono kugo motte ameneku isai ni oyoboshi Warara to shujo to mina tomoni Butsudo jozen koto Sanji fu shi son bu sa mo ko sa mo ko ho ja ho ro mi.
Thank you very much, everybody. We will now begin the Pundabat. So if you would kindly leave through the front door and line up outside the front and be ready for the offerings of the Sangha. Thank you. Chris, Gerald. Oh, Gerald can, yes. Can you, Chris, Brooke and Van, I need 3 others to go and offer the rice, so can you go down that way? Van and Ranjit, could we come this way? Down, Chris, this way? No, Consul General, you come this way, yes? Actually, Gerald, would you look after the Consul General for now? Thank you very much. Can you go down? Yep, Brooke and Chris and Van this way, and Ranjit.
I think while they get ready, we say
Sorry to
it.
not introduce you before, things have been very busy. If you could follow Gerald and Van down there, that would be excellent. The nuns come, no, up.
Thank you for observing the Buddha offerings. Today, we come to you live from Sakyamuni Sambuddha Vihare, Berwick.
6 of my team were needed to hand
On the 30th of May, 1993, this Vihare was first established in Ridge Street,
Yep, I'll organise that. Yep.
House by Venerable Gangodavila Somathero under the guidance of Venerable Madihe Panyasiha Nayakathero and Venerable Ampitiye Sri Rahula Nayakathero.
Venerable Somathera, recognizing the need of a temple on a larger premises that would enhance the image of Buddhism. This 5-acre property was purchased in 1995 with the view of establishing a temple.
In 2002, with the opening of the monks' residence, the temple was moved from Noble Park to Berwick as the Sakyamuni Sambuddha Vihara. Ever since then, there have been significant milestones in the development of this Vihara to bring it to what we know today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now preparing for the Pindapatha. Pindapatha is the traditional name of the Buddhist alms round. This ancient tradition aims to spread generosity. You will now get to see the venerable monks and nuns pacing mindfully as the laypersons offer food for the sustenance of the venerables.
ready, yeah?
We are now standing in the main shrine room. The dana offerings will take place in a few moments.
Sikhan. He is our Consul General from Sri Lanka. You know, he during tsunami, he has $45,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see at this moment, the Venerable Mahasangha is having their dana at the main shrine room. There is a formal proceeding that will start immediately after this one. So we would kindly request you all to remain in the premises, the Vihara premises, so that you can witness the proceedings after this one. There will be a formal program where there will be a couple of speeches and the vote of thanks. Therefore, the organizing committee would like to request you kindly to stay, and those who are watching online, we ask you to stay online, and we will bring you the live feed from the Shakyamuni Sambuddha Vihara until the program officially ends. Thank you very much. May the Noble Triple Gems bless you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, honoured guests, just to announce that in a few short moments we will be doing the offering of the gifts to the monks. So if you haven't made an offering yet, please come to the main shrine room where you can line up and make a great offering to the Sangha. Just to repeat that, if you have not made any offerings as yet, please come to the main shrine room and offer the gift bags to the Venerable Sangha. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to start the formal proceedings, can I kindly request all of the devotees who came to witness this event, please come to the main shrine room. If you can hear me now, wherever you are, because we are about to start the formal proceedings of the post-dana session. With due respect to the Venerable Mahasangha of all three traditions, let me start the formal proceedings. Ladies and gentlemen, all the devotees who came from all the Buddhist communities, we welcome you all for this post-dana session. We just had the almsgiving, the dana offering, followed by the pirikara or the gift giving. Now it is our opportunity. We are blessed to witness and listen to the chantings of three main Buddhist traditions, which are Theravada, Mahayana and Vajrayana. We will now present the members of Venerable Mahasangha to commence the chanting of Buddha Dhamma blessings in each of the three traditions. To chant in Pali in the Theravada tradition, I would ask the Venerable monks representing the Theravada tradition to kindly start the chanting in Pali.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Ittipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi sattha deva manussanang buddho bhagavati Swaghato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehipassiko opanayiko paccattang veditabbo viñño supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujjupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyayapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samicipatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang chattari purisa yugani atta purisa puggala Esa bhagavato savaka sangho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali anuttarang punyakhettang lokassati etena sacca vajjena sothite hotu sabbada Etena sacca vajjena sabba rogo vinassatu Etena sacca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabba rogo vinassatu Mate bhavatvantarayo sukhi dighayuko Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada suddhi bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata
සබ්බධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ථි භවන්තු තේ භවතු සබ්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සබ්බ දේවතා සබ්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ථි භවන්තු තේ අභිවාදන සීලිස්ස නිච්ඡං උද්ධාපචායිනෝ චත්තාරෝ ධම්මා වද්ධන්ති ආයුවන්නෝ සුඛං බලං ආයුරාරෝග්‍ය සම්පatti සග්ග සම්පatti මේවච අතෝ නිබ්බාන සම්පatti ඉමිනාතේ සමිජ්ජතු.
I most respectfully bow my head and thank the Mahasangha for chanting in Pali. Now, I would request the Mahasangha representing the Mahayana tradition to start their chanting.
Tăng đa năm tam biểu tam bồ đề cố đế năm đăng địa tại an chiết lệ chủ lệ chuẩn đề ta bài a nam mô tăng đa năm tam biểu tam bồ đề địa tạng chiết lệ chủ lệ chuẩn đề ta bài a nam mô tăng đa năm tam biểu tam bồ đề cố đế năm đăng địa tạng chiết lệ chủ lệ chuẩn đề ta bài a nam mô tăng đa năm tam biểu tam bồ đề Hiện lệ chủ lệ chuẩn đề ta bài a nam mô tăng đa năm tam biểu tam bồ đề ô đi năm đăng địa tạng chiết lệ chủ lệ chuẩn đề ta bài a nam mô tăng đa năm tam biểu tam bồ đề ô đi năm đăng địa tạng lệ chuẩn đề ta bài a sa vị bồ đề giả tăng oanh kỳ lợi ích như vị nhạo bồ đề hậu tất đăng an lạc vang thực di ngần đường nguyện chúng sanh sở tác giải biển cụ chư Phật pháp phúng kinh công đức thù thắng hành vô biên hồi hướng vô nguyện pháp giới trừ chúng sanh tông vãng vô lượng hoàng vận gia nguyện tiêu tam chướng trừ phiền não nguyện đắc trí huệ chân minh liễu phổ nguyện trừ thế thế thường hạnh Bồ Tát đạo nguyện danh Tây phương tịnh độ trung cụ phạm liên hóa vi phụ mẫu khai kiến Phật ngộ vô sanh ơi bạn lữ nguyên nhi tự công đức vô cập nữ nhân thiết cả đặng giữ chúng sanh giai công thành Phật đạo.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I most respectfully thank the Venerable Mahasangha of the Mahayana tradition for that chanting. And finally, I would request the Venerable monks from the Zen tradition to start their chanting.
에메지그 가능교 간제언 나마버즈 여버즈엔 여버즈엔 버버소엔 조라고가조 조넨 간제언 보낸 간제언 낸낸 주신기 낸낸 부리신 간제연 나무버즈 여버즈엔 여버즈엔 버버소엔 조라쿠가 조조넨 간제연 보낸 간제연 낸낸 주신기 낸낸 부리신 간제연 나무버즈 여버즈엔 요부수엔 부포소엔 조라고 가죠 조는 간제연 보는 간제연 낸낸 주신기 낸낸 프레신 내가 와구 너구 모대하면 너구 회사인이여 여보시 와라라토 수조토 미나토 무니 부스로 조센고도 오지오산시 이시프 시솜부사 모코사 모코호자
I again respectfully thank the Venerable monks from the Zen tradition for chanting. And let us all, the devotees here and watching online, let's say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu for all the Venerable Mahasangha for chanting to bless us all. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to invite our honored guests to deliver a short message to our community, the attendees and those who are watching online. Today we were planning to have a large delegate of VIPs here, so I have to respectfully mention that two of the honored guests can't make it here because both of them are extremely busy, so they had sent their apologies to us. First of all, we were supposed to have the Honorable Jason Wood MP, the Assistant Minister for Multicultural Affairs. He was supposed to come, so due to his busy schedule, he would not be able to deliver the speech. However, he had sent his best wishes for this ceremony. And also, we had Mr. Kapila Fonseca here at the start of the Pindapata. He is the Consulate General of Sri Lanka for Victoria, South Australia and Tasmania. He had also to leave early because of other commitments he had sent his apologies too. Therefore, I would now request Mr. Dai Cousins, the Buddhist representative of Multi-Faith Advisory Group, to come and address this gathering.
Venerable Mahasangha, distinguished guests and friends, it is a great honour to be asked to speak here today. I am the Buddhist representative of the Multi-Faith Advisory Group and I'm a member of the Buddhist Council of Victoria Committee. This is a wonderful celebration at this beautiful temple and I would like to congratulate the Abbot and the Temple Committee for their wonderful work in organising today. It is a marvellous thing to be celebrating the Buddha's birthday. As long as we remember the Buddha and practice his teachings, then his legacy will live on. It is alive in all of us. Buddhism has been enriched by the contributions, wisdom and experience of every Buddhist since the Buddha was born 2,500 years ago. We are all a part of this great heritage, and it is one of the great legacies of humanity. Do you know that the Sangha is the longest continuing human institution? That is something extraordinary, and yet when I was growing up in Australia in the 1960s and 70s, I saw nothing of Buddhism. It wasn't in my world, and I never saw any Buddha statues until I visited Hong Kong and Bangkok as a 5-year-old. I will never forget the size of the enormous reclining Buddha in Bangkok. His foot towered over me. How fortunate that Australia has embraced the richness of all the people who have come here and become multicultural. How wonderful that in Melbourne we have temples from every country where Buddhism is practiced and from most Buddhist traditions. It is something extraordinary. And the other extraordinary thing is that we can all be friends, and not only amongst Buddhists, but friends with others from all other religions. This is one of the wonderful and very special things about Australia and Melbourne in particular. And so the celebration today reminds us of the life of the Buddha and his legacy, which we carry, and also the joy of this vast community, both Buddhist and non-Buddhist, and how we have all found a way to live together, valuing each other and appreciating each other's contributions. Thank you.
Thanks, Dai, for that refreshing words and the congratulations. Now, I think next is again from the multi-faith community. I would request Kasuni Mendes to come and deliver her speech. She is the secretary of KZ Multi-Faith.
ආයුබෝවන් ගරු ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේලාගෙන් අවසරයි. My name is Kasuni Mendes. I am the secretary of the City of Casey Multi-Faith Network. I'm proud to be here representing the Multi-Faith Network in my own place of worship, just as I am proud to be a representative of our community in the Casey Multi-Faith Network. The Casey Multi-Faith Network is a community and membership of several hundred people from across the city of Casey, representing many different faiths. Our mission is to improve and maintain and achieve peace, harmony and understanding in the city of Casey. We hold annual events and we would be welcome and we'd most appreciate if we can engage with some more of the people in our community, in our network as well. So I'd like to invite everyone to join us in achieving, similar to what the values of Buddhism are, in terms of achieving peace, harmony and understanding, in joining us in the city of Casey to further that in our municipality. Ayubowan and Teruan Saranai. Thank you.
Teruan Saranai Kasuni, thanks for these. Thanks for the invitation, and I'm pretty sure the community, we have a large community here with all the multicultural communities, and even within the Shah community, Sambuddha Vihara, we have the community language school community, and then the Sakya youth group community, and they represent the vast, the bigger audience or the bigger community that's representing all the dayakas, all the devotees. Now, to finish or to conclude the speeches, I would now request Mr. Dinesh Iriagolla from Buddhist Council of Victoria to say a few words.
It's not me. Venerable Mahasangha, Ayubowan. As the Vice President of the Buddhist Council of Victoria, I would like to first thank the organizing committee to invite us. Of course, the Buddhist Council has been part and parcel of UN Vesak Day in Victoria anyway. Most of our members are still active in both committees. We started in 1996. Currently, we are represented by, in fact, almost all Buddhist traditions and make representations to federal and state levels in relation to whatever the issues the Buddhist community faces. In addition, we do a lot of work that is not seen by the outside world. Currently, we are organizing a family violence initiative. We are also in the process of initiating, hopefully, it will be initiated, a Dhamma school in the southeastern of Victoria. We are also assisting the Dhamma school already in existence in Dalesford, and we do programs in hospitals, in prison chaplains. I can see Venerable Hojun right in front of me, who's in charge of that program. As such, we would continue to assist the Buddhist community in Victoria and in Australia as well. On a separate note, in Australia, we see there is a development, not only people from traditional Buddhist background, but from Western backgrounds and from other denominations and religions are attracted to Buddhist philosophies. In a way, I had this discussion with Dai in the morning, whether we should consider Buddhism as a religion or not. My view is sometimes when we categorize Buddhism as a religion, people who belong to other denominations or religions tend to ignore or unfortunately not to concentrate on the context of our teachings. The Buddha identified this philosophy as Dharma and Vinaya, not as Buddhism as such. So I would like people who are listening, the Westerners or even people from other denominations, to concentrate on the words and the meaning of the Buddhist chantings. The importance of that will help you in your mental development. And it is not wrong to say Buddhism is about the Dharma and Vinaya, it is about your mental development. And with that, I would again finally like to thank the hosts, the temple and the temple committee. I know they are working very hard, 24 hours a day sometimes, and also the UN Vesak organizing committee. And I would also like to thank the former Sri Lankan foreign minister who initiated UN Vesak Day at the United Nations, Honorable Lakshman Kajiragama. And it is also now 135 or 136 years since the first Buddhist flag was hoisted in Sri Lanka in 1885 or 1886 April. With that, thank you and may all be happy.
Thanks, Dinesh, especially for remembering the great late Mr. Lakshman Kajiragama, who was instrumental in declaring the United Nations Day of Vesak. And also a really good point that Dinesh raised is that learn Buddhism not just to be a Buddhist, but to be somebody, whoever you already are. So we don't have to be a Buddhist to learn Buddhism. That's why this philosophy, this Dhamma, has been so popular all around the globe, because it's just a way of life. And what we here gather is to share that love and faith and that understanding of the Dhamma of the great Lord Buddha. Now, that finishes the formal proceedings, but to wrap up everything, I would request kindly Mr. Chris Ileparuma to say a few words. I think he will be delivering the vote of thanks. Over to you, Chris.
Venerable Mahasangha, devotees, well-wishers of Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. When United Nations Day of Vesak Committee initiated this event in last January, you're part of the lay people team, Mr. Kosal Jayasinghe, and your, I think, current secretary, Pushpa Mallavarachi. They requested this event to be held at your beloved temple, which is Sakyamuni Sambuddha Vihara, which I was a devotee to, and I was actually involved with Kisbaro Buddhist Vihara for a while. This temple committee and their teams, from the very first day, they welcome us like their own brothers and sisters. What a grateful organization. We feel it's our home and we can negotiate, discuss come to a decisions very easily. We had few meetings at these premises. Most of the time, Venerable Vimalananda participated and wished us, blessed us. And all the program has been decided by the two teams, and it happened today. I will take this great opportunity to say thank you very much for the temple committee and their teams and their beloved friends who are come together to make this event success. At the same time, I'm asking one of our senior committee members, Tran Chao, to come to podium to present this small gesture as behalf of our committee to your committee. I'm asking few people to come up, which is, I think that's fair. I didn't come to that names. Yamuna, Lady Yamuna, Kanchana, Lalit, Dinushi, Nadi. Please come forward and take this as our gesture of gratitude. Thank you.
On behalf of the UN Vesak Organising Committee, thank you so much
thank you so
for
much.
your assistance and your enthusiasm and your commitment. We love you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
I'm really happy to thank UN committee and give this opportunity for us to do this great event. And especially I would like to thank to make this event successful, not only myself and your guidance, and especially Nadi, Dinu, Kanchana and Sarojini. I think, and they are really helped me to do this event very successfully. Thank you very much. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm surprised.
I think that was indeed a surprise move by the organizers. It's always great to see a surprises that involves generosity and appreciation. What we see in the world is the surprise moves of arrogance and hate and all the suffering. But in a Buddhist establishment like this, to see the gestures of dana, or the selflessness, the donations, the sacrifices, and the appreciation, it is so pleasing to see that's happening. Now, with that, we conclude this formal post-dana session. However, for all of you who are watching us live online, because we are simulcasting this via different platforms, the Vihara community platforms together with the UN Vesak platforms, and also Vishwavahini is joining with us to simulcast this. So we would like to address all those who are watching us online. Stay online, because the proceedings after this session will still continue. There are mindfulness meditation, the Sangha chanting, Dhamma talks, interfaith presentation, and there is a big list of agenda items packed up. So make sure that you don't log off. You can keep watch this online. Now, to conclude this, let me remind you that for Sakyamuni Sambuddha Vihara, this is a massive opportunity. For the temple, as the MCs mentioned in the morning, after Venerable Gangadvila Somathera founded this institute, and from this day towards now, there is massive development. We have been recognized in Australia. The head of state came just to this building to support our community language school. And all the other politicians and also the other communities and also organizations like you really encourage us by selecting us as a host for this 14th United Nations celebration, because that's the first time that celebration was done outside the Melbourne Town Hall. So our community, let's say thank you to the organizers for selecting us as a trustworthy host to successfully host and conduct online the 14th Vesak Commemoration Day. Now with that, let me finish the proceedings. What's happening next is the lunch for laymen. Therefore, let's allow the most venerable monks to leave the premises first, and then after that I'll kindly request you to go to the other side building, the building on that side. That's where your lunch will be offered. And make sure that this building, this shrine room is kept vacant, because the online proceedings for the next session will be conducted here. And I have another surprise for you. I mentioned the community language school, and we have a really big community language school here, an accredited school. The prefect of that school is waiting outside to show you what this temple has to offer you. Therefore, after this, everybody who is online and everybody here, don't sign off, don't leave the premises, just follow us. And our students will show you the beauty of Sakyamuni Sambuddha Vihara and what that Vihara has to offer to you. With that, let me conclude this officially. Let the blessings of the Noble Triple Gems, the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, be always with you. Oba Samata, Teruan Saranai. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. As we've mentioned before, this community language, there is a community language school hosted within the Shakyamuni Sambuddha Vihara. Today, we thought that to have a small tour of the Sakyamuni Sambuddha Vihara, the prefects of the community language school are the best to guide us through. Therefore, let me first take you to the head prefects, and they will make sure that they will introduce all the remarkable milestones here, the remarkable places for you to worship. So those who are watching us online, Shakyamuni Sambuddha Vihara is a beautiful place to visit, and this tranquil society, the environment will let you worship Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha with peace of mind. So let's go and meet the head prefect of Sakyamuni Sambuddha Vihara Community Language School. Now, we are at a special place of the temple. You see in the background, late Venerable Gangodavil Somathero, who founded this temple. And when Venerable Somathero started the temple, even with that, he saw the importance of our next generations embracing Buddhism and leading their lives in a Buddhist way. Therefore, he started the community language school, or the Daham Pasala, the Dhamma school. Today, it's a big community language school we have here, so I would definitely let them introduce themselves. So what is your name?
Rahasha Mallavarachi.
Rehasha is a head prefect of this language school, and what's your name?
Lovindu Fernando.
Lovido is also a prefect. Now, Rehasha, do you know how many students that study with you here?
Around 500 students.
500 students. So for that amount, or that number of students, you should have a big staff, right? So, Lovindu, how many teachers would you think that you have?
18 teachers.
18 teachers. It's remarkable to see that we have this big community here. Now, what you see now is Lovindu and Rehasha will lead us through what you would be having here in Sakyamuni Sambuddha Vihara. When you park your vehicle in front of the temple, on the left-hand side, you see this huge pagoda or the Suvisi Muni Saya. Therefore, Lovindu, Rehasha, let's go there first, yes? Yes. Now, we have some prefects here. What's your name?
Pahanya.
Pahanya. So I changed the script a bit, right? Because this community language school teaches Sinhala. Therefore, to have a bit of a change, let's talk in Sinhala a bit. Pahanya inni mona pantiyada? ඔයා ඉන්නේ මොන පන්තියද?
8 වෙනි ශ්‍රේණියේ.
දුවගේ නම?
තිසර ගුණරත්න 7 වෙනි ශ්‍රේණියේ.
පුතාගේ නම?
දිනිත් ප්‍රේමරත්න.
පුතා ඉන්නේ මොන පන්තියද?
8 වෙනි ශ්‍රේණියේ.
මට පුතාගේ නම අහන්න අමතකුණානේ. ඔයාගේ නම මොකක්ද?
රවීන් විජ්ජා රූපගේ.
රවීන්. මොන විෂයන්ද දහම් පාසලේ ඉගෙන ගන්න ඔයගොල්ලෝ?
අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා සිංහල සහ බුද්ධාගම.
ඔයා වැඩියෙන් මාස?
එහෙම කියන්න බෑ දෙකම හොඳයි.
ඒ කියන්නේ පන්සලේදී බොරු කියන්නේ ඒ දරුවෝ දෙකටම ආසයි. Ladies and gentlemen, we just want to make a bit of a change in the script and talk in Sinhala because that's the language they learn. And I wouldn't stop you guys. You can go and do the offering. We'll follow you. We will see what you are doing. What is this place? What's your name first?
Mathasha Kasakara.
Metasha. What's your name?
Lochini Badage.
Lochani. So where are we now?
The
Pahan
This is the Pahange, the chamber of light. Do you know what we do inside that?
You light candles inside?
Can we do that now? Yeah. Let's go. Now, we have another special event. This stupa, you can actually walk inside that chaitya, which is not very common. So most of the Buddhists here, they may have pagoda or the temples, chaityas, that you cannot go inside. It's normally outside that you can worship. But temple has this special chaitya where you can walk into that, and there are 28 Buddha statues there representing the 28 Buddha. Therefore, let's go there and have a look at how these students or our prefects will offer flowers to the Buddhas. So we worship the chaitya and the pahange, or the chamber of light here. Now, let's see where these prefects will lead us now. What's your name?
Shami Amarasinghe.
Shami. What's your name?
Biman Kongalage.
Biman. So Biman, Shami, please show us what you normally do at the Bodhi tree. Yes? I would ask the other prefects also to come and join them, because that marks the end of our temple tour.
Taya Tao Muni Muni Maha Munaye Soha Taya Tao Muni Muni Maha Munaye Soha Taya Tao Muni Muni Maha Munaye Soha Taya Tao Muni Muni Maha Munaye Soha